Hey everybody, Crystal Gamer here, and welcome to my channel, my Sims channel, where I do all kinds of Sims videos, everything from builds to tutorials, pack reviews, cast videos, and all sorts of stuff. So if you like The Sims, please make sure you subscribe before you head on out. And today we are doing a build that I called Up and Funky, and that's because it's up and it's kind of funky. It's a little bit of a weird build. It's a strange build. So, and we're going to see a lot of that strangeness kind of in the beginning. So I have this sort of inverted roof thing that I do, and it's a 3-story, well, it's a 4-story build, but there's 3 stories that are utilizable on this build. And I designed it so that it fits really well either in Granite Falls as a vacation home or in the what is that place called, the Realm of Magic place, the Glimmerbrook. That's it, Glimmerbrook. I think it fits pretty well in Glimmerbrook. I actually did some of the cinematics and stuff there and some of the screenshots and everything. I thought it looked really nice there, and it fits, of course, very well in Granite Falls. And I guess, you know, you probably could put it in Willow Creek and what's the other one, Newcrest. Having trouble remembering names of things today. Could probably put it in either one of those places as well, but it's really kind of designed, it's designed specifically more for Granite Falls because it is kind of designed as a vacation home, except for, so I make pretty much the whole house as a vacation home, except for the bottom floor, which is actually second to bottom, because the actual bottom ends up being like all these rocks and stones and water and all this stuff. But so the one floor up from that, the one with the funky outer roof things, that's actually a basement floor, right? Because it's got no windows. It has these funky roof things, these sort of reverse roof things to make it look like this place is kind of on this platform, right? So that room was not going to have any windows. So I said, well, I'll do a basement in it. And so I've got this vacation home, and I stupidly decide to put one of those things from Strangerville. What are those things called? Those listening desks, whatever it is, that desk where it's a spy desk or something. So I put that in there and a bunch of like files and this and that. So it's like this desk area in the basement, but this spy desk thing. And then I've got a laundry down there. So the spy desk thing like totally doesn't belong, but I didn't care. I just wanted to have some fun. It like makes no sense in a vacation home at all, but I don't know. I had some fun with it just because I'm a little strange or something. I don't know. But the rest of it is in line with the vacation home. That was just me being weird because for whatever, I just wanted to be weird. So yeah, so this house has this weird bottom thing that comes up, and that was, I don't know, I hope you guys can get something out of it on the build video as far as like, how do you do this type of thing? Because there may be a few people that might want to know how to do that type of thing, and you know, it was a pain in the butt. I'm not going to say it was really difficult, but it was a pain in the butt to get it all right. So, yeah, fun stuff. And I ended up going with like a thatch roof for the outside. It's hard. I wish we need more roof patterns. I think we need more roof patterns. I'm always struggling for roof patterns. I feel like there aren't enough colors and aren't enough variety in our roof patterns. And I don't know. I ended up going with a thatch down at the bottom there, and it looked all right. It looks pretty good, I guess. But I still feel like we kind of need more selection there. I was limited because I think what it is that's, yeah, I'm actually on the inside of the roof. That's what it was. I did this build a little bit ago, so it took me a second to remember, but yeah, that's what it is. The part that's sticking out that we can see roof, that's actually on the inside, which is typically white, right? Because we still, after all this time in Sims 4, cannot color the undersides of ceilings, which is really annoying. But so typically that's white. Well, then your only choice is to make that not white or to go with a thatch. I think that's what happened on this build, if I remember correctly. And like I say, it's been a little while, but I'm pretty sure that's why I ended up going with a thatch on this build for that section. And speaking of, I guess for build stats, so obviously it'll be on the library, and then for build stats, it is a 30 by 20 lot, no CC, of course. I shouldn't say, of course, like I've never built with CC or something. Of course I have, but But no, it's CC free, 30 by 20. It's got 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and let's see, what else do I need to tell you? Oh, it comes in around like $112,000. That's what it was. $112,000 is what it comes in on. And yeah, I just checked, just for the heck of it, I just checked the roof, and that is why I ended up going with a thatch. I didn't really have any choice but to go with a thatch, because if you go with any other roof type besides the thatch, then it'll just turn white, and that it just was not meant to be white. It wouldn't have looked right on this specific build if it was white down there. So yeah, so I had to go with a thatch, which meant that I was pretty limited. I mean, thankfully we even have the thatches, but we don't have that many of them, so it made it a little bit limited on my choices there. And of course I did the fountain up front because, you know, it's well, we haven't gotten to the fountain yet, but I do this fountain out front. You guys saw the cinematic thing in the beginning, because it's a vacation home and I love fountains, and if there's any excuse to include a fountain somewhere, then generally I try to find it. So hence we have a fountain. And yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you about this build. I don't have a story with this one. I had one of my friends that is a friend of mine, like offline, not just in the Sims world. She's been complaining to me that like, you need to do stories again. And I haven't done any for a while, but I don't know if I can tell you guys why. I told my little, my group that I do challenges with, I told them why, but I'm afraid to make it public. But I'm doing this project right now. I'm afraid to make it public because it's like so scary, super, super scary. But I'm doing this huge, huge, huge project right now that I'm super focused on that. And I kind of can't create other stories while I'm doing it right now. So yeah, so that's kind of, I haven't really been able to create other stories lately because it just, yeah, I just can't. I can't with the other thing that I'm doing, and I'm too afraid to say what that is. But so I apologize to anyone that really likes the stories, because I haven't really done any with the builds lately. I haven't been super, super focused on Sims and building stuff lately, just because I am doing another project that's outside of the Sims, and it's kind of this sort of heavy duty project that I'm very, very involved in. So yeah. It's kind of taken over a little bit. So I've been trying to make sure I get the Sims stuff in between and make sure I get the Sims videos in between. But yeah, I'll be honest with you, it's been a little bit rough lately. Been a little bit rough. But this house here, let's see, what else can I tell you about it? It's got 2 bedrooms. It's a pretty good little vacation house, I think. I mean, I'd enjoy it. 2 nice bedrooms. It's got the downstairs is sort of, it's interesting where you walk in, you come into like a kitchen and dining area, and then the upstairs has like this huge living space. There's like a mini living space downstairs, but then there's this huge one upstairs, you know? So I didn't do too much as far as like yard space and outdoor activities like I usually do, because I kind of figured, well, if it's a Granite Falls place, like, aren't they supposed to do stuff? Like, if you go to vacation in Granite Falls, I'm thinking that you're supposed to be outdoors. You're supposed to be fishing or boating or something. Not that we can boat in Granite Falls, but like, I don't know. I feel like you should be out doing things. That's my thought. But yeah, so I didn't do too much as far as outdoor activities. More just played with the water and the rocks and stuff at the bottom. That was a good time. Had some fun with it. But yeah, so I don't know that I have too much else to tell you guys on the video. So I think I'm going to go rather than ramble on about nothing, and I'll leave it to the music. And there is a segment at the end where I do some screenshots and stuff like that, so you guys can see the interior of it. And if you enjoyed this, if you enjoyed the build, definitely hit the like button below, give me a comment, let me know what you thought, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you're interested in downloading the build, my EA ID is CrystalGamer1. And thank you so much for spending the time with me today. Hope to see you all back again next time. Bye now.